Hello everybody and welcome back to Teresa's Corner. I am Teresa Ruiz and welcome to my corner once again. As you can see, it's getting full, it's getting big. I do have a few things in bloom, not as much as I would like, but I do see quite a few sheaths. So I'm going to show you that pretty soon. I'm going to have to do some repots. There's a few of my orchids that are outgrowing their pots, and I see a lot of roots and new growths that need to be potted into the media. So I'm going to clean a few of those up and I'll show you guys. But this here is going to be a quick update, and yeah, let's get started. Let me show you around. You guys, take a look at my house plants, and they're surrounding my my garden. But yeah, some of them are getting really big. I even have a dendrobium there, the dendrobium second love. It's actually getting pretty big. As you can see, the cane is pretty large, and I'll get a close-up on it. But yeah, my monstera is doing great. It's huge. But I wanted to show you this out here. This epidendrum here, you see here, is my newest one. I actually acquired this one not that long ago on one of my trips. And I love it, you guys. Let me show you guys the colors, the blooms. If you don't know, I'll show you. I have a red orangey one, and then I have a yellow orangey one. I have a few other epidendrums, but they haven't bloomed. So let me get in there and show you guys the blooms. Feast your eyes, you guys. Look at how pretty these colors are. It's like a magenta, I would say. It's the closest thing. It's like a hot pink magenta type of thing. The camera might not be picking up the colors properly, but I mean, it is stunning. When I saw it, I said, I want it. And I was a little upset because the spike, the first spike died off. It actually branched out and it rebloomed. So let me show you guys. So right here is where the original spike was. And it already, you can see the buds, and the stress of transporting it and, you know, being out of media and out of water for so long stressed it, and it died off. But look, it branched it out here. It branched out here, and it have a small little spike. I see a new growth down there, so I'm very excited about that. I have my epidendrums down here. Or at least 3 of them, and they were all actually in bloom. One of them just finished blooming, but there's a new spike. So but I think I have some footage of it, and I've shown you guys before, so I'll put it up here just so you guys see the color. Let me get in close. Look at this one, you guys. It's like a beautiful red orange, and as they start fading, they turn into this beautiful red, and then they just die off. But it's like a red orange. It's like a sunset red orange. It's beautiful. The spike died off, but it started putting out 2 keikis. So once these get large enough, I'm just gonna cut them off and put them back in the pot. That's what I've been doing. So I have quite a few plants in there, and my goal is just for it to get huge. This here is the new spike, and pretty soon I'll see blooms. Take a look at this one, you guys. This is the Callalea leopulite. I can't pronounce that. I just currently got this one, and look, 2 new growths. Yes, I see roots there too. Sorry if it's moving a little too much. I took my camera off my tripod so I can get close down there and show you guys. Alright guys, I'm very excited to show you this. So like I said, I don't have that much blooms. You know, part of it is I haven't been taking care of them like I normally would, with fertilizing constant and, you know, the watering often. But I have seen some sheaths. They're a little later than normally, but I'm still looking forward on some of them. So this one here is the, and I can't pronounce this, Clecocentron merilianum, right? For a while, all the roots died off. I think what happened is that take a closer look. I think what happened was that I might have left it out one day when I watered too much and a little longer than I expected. And you see that sun damage? Yeah, it did not like it. It did not like it, you guys. It did get some spotting. See, and it's only on that side that you can see the sun damage in some areas down here. But it's doing well. As you can see, it's got roots down here already, and it started sprouting roots up here. Oh, you guys. Oh, I just saw this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Tell me what this is. Let me focus on it, because I think I'm starting to see things. What is that? That is not a root. I think it might be a spike, you guys. And the reason why I say it's not a root, because take a look at these. It's this one down here, right? You see that? Like this one down here. So all my roots are growing downwards. Now, this is pointing upwards. What do you guys think? I hope it's a spike, because I'm looking forward to seeing clusters of mini blue flowers. But anyways, that's not what I wanted to show you guys at all. I just realized that. What I wanted to show you guys is, let me focus this in. Take a look at that. A new fan is growing, you guys. I am very excited. Very, very excited. So it's doing good despite me almost burning it to death. It started putting out new leaves, and you can tell which ones are the newer ones because they're the ones that don't have the sun damage. But yeah, I'm very excited about that new fan. Very, very excited. Pretty much the care I've been giving it is, it's in a mixture of bark. I have some moss in between to keep it some good moisture, and some rocks in there for good drainage, right? And I water it about once a week, you guys. I do mist it, so it does get a nice misting. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Nothing special. We're gonna move on to the next one. All right, guys. So I'll show you guys what the blooms look like. So it did bloom last year. So I'll show you guys what the blooms look like. Apologize for the moving around. I had to get the tag. Okay, so this one here, you guys, is the Epicallalea Magic Wand. And it's a cross between Elsie Trick or Treat and the Epicayuchi Peter Pick. And that's the tag. I got this one at Santa Valley Orchids. And you guys, the blooms on this one smell like honey. They just smell like honey. And look, little clusters of sprays. I think last time I had like 6 buds in each cluster. So I have one sheath here, and I have a second one, but let me show you guys this. Look, it started outgrowing the pot, and there's a new growth there. So I believe I will repot after it blooms. Looks like there's a new growth coming there too, and I see roots. But yeah, you guys, I'm trying to be careful with these. Look at the second sheath, and look at the bulbs. They're not as fat and plump as the other ones. Part of it is, like I said, the watering and the feeding schedule is not what it's normally like. But you guys, I'm very excited to see these in bloom, and I will show you guys when they are. Alright guys, so you recently saw a 4-month update on this one. I still haven't seen any like shoots or because they don't get sheaths. They're like, it's like this little shoot, the spike just, you know, comes through here and you can see the blooms. I haven't seen any yet. What I have noticed is a new growth from one of the newest growths. So I don't know if I'm gonna get blooms this year. I hope I do, because it's also a beautiful one. This is the Pro Catavola Golden Peacock. This one here is the Polystachya paniculata Carmela, and this one, it was in bloom last year around December. And you guys, look at this sheath, yay! So it was in bloom, I think November, December. It lasted for like a good 2 months, and there's a second sheath coming in there. You can't really see it, it's just peeking through, but I'm very excited about my Polystachya. Let me tell you guys, most of my orchids are in a mixture of moss, bark, and some rocks in there for good aeration. It also prevents from me overwatering them. I water these about once a week during the summer, possibly every 4 days, but I've noticed that I tend to overwater. Right, and part of it is because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be here this week, it'll be fine. No, it's not fine. They're not fine. I come to find like dead roots and stuff like that. So I've gotten into a habit of using the rocks. Not only that, but it adds weight to my pot. So when my dogs do come in here or they're playing around, and the plants don't fall off, you know. But yeah, that's why you see a lot of rocks in there. Let me show you guys around this side. So this one here is my first Pathiopedilum, and it's pretty large. It's actually the new growth, outgrew the last fan, so I'm hoping to see a bloom on that soon. This is the, look at those roots. Yeah, you see that at the bottom? Those are roots. So this is the Wilhelmina Peanut Princess Scary. Yeah, look at that, new growth. So I'm very excited about that. Last one wasn't as big as I thought as the previous ones, but it's okay. I had to repot. A lot of my orchids are, you know, been repotted recently due to the mold I had, so they're bouncing back. I'm gonna show you guys. Look at this. I got a keiki, a basil keiki on this one. As you can see, this is one of the oldest, largest leaf, and it used to be like this big. So this plant can be a very large plant. It was set back. I pretty much lost it. I think I made a video on how to save them. I'm not sure if I did, to be honest with you. I don't remember what I posted recently. But anyways, if I don't, this is a quick update if I didn't post it. So I pretty much killed this orchid, rootless completely. Now look, there's roots. There's new roots on this side. And this is from the basil keiki. And there's new leaves, and they're growing. You can tell the difference. Older leaf, newest leaf, slightly bigger. But the previous leaf is, they're almost the same size. So I'll get there. I haven't seen any. Oh yeah, let me show you. There's definitely roots in there. Oh, there's roots there. You see that tip? There's a tip there, and that right there is a root. So there's definitely roots in there now, which I'm very, very happy for. My cattleyas, you guys, are doing fantastic. A lot of new good roots, new growths everywhere. Look at this one. I still need those roots. I know it might not be the greatest right now. I just watered recently. You guys, I just realized I have too many plants in here. I keep bumping into my plant. I need a bigger place. But yeah, like I said, you guys, this would be a small, quick update. Everything looks great. You see that everything looks pretty healthy. I have a keiki growing on this phal here, and I was very confused at first, you guys, because there is a bloom. There was a bud, not a bloom, a bud coming from there. Can you see it? And then there's the keiki. So there was a bud and a bloom. I didn't know, it was confused. I didn't know what it wanted to do. Now I see the keiki. And this is, I didn't use any keiki paste. This was just a plant. And now down here, you guys, take a look at this. I don't know if there's a keiki coming on the keiki, because that's not a root. I'll keep an eye on it and I'll let you know how they do. Another thing I'm looking forward to is, look, my seedlings. They are looking pretty healthy. I've already potted them, potted some of the Rene Marquez on their own pots, so they're doing good. You guys, my phals are doing fantastic. A lot of good roots. I think phals are the easiest to take care of, and I love them. I love the variety of them. As you can see, some of them are in bloom. Everything else is doing pretty much good. Take a look at that. Everything looks fantastic. You guys, I took a chance with my catasetum. If you guys recall, I had mentioned that I didn't know what to do to it. It stopped growing, and the spike that it had completely died off, and there was no roots. Well, I took the chance, I watered it, and now look. Behold, there are roots. There are roots out here, down here. So what I did was that I would just spray it up here with a spray bottle, very, very light. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing the roots grow. So I've been feeding it, and I've been watering more often, and it started growing. Look. I'm very excited. It's growing a little sideways, but it's okay. I think I'm getting the hang of it. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I wanted to show you guys that because I thought I was killing it. My Anzilia africana, you guys, is doing great. Look, there's a new growth here, and then there's a new one. Yeah. Very excited. It's been out in the sunlight every day. Receives like about, I don't know, 12 plus hours of sunlight. It is outside. It loves it outside. It's hanging on my trellis, so yeah. And then these back here, this phal. It's huge, you guys. It's huge. And there's a lot of roots, but it's looking a little dehydrated. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should unpot it, because take a look at this. I don't want to drop it. You see that? That right there is a root. Yep. A very beautiful root. Turn it around so you can take a look at it, and look at those roots. Alright, so it looks beautiful. It looks healthy. It looks good. But take a look how the leaves are growing. And there's a new leaf. I don't know. I think I'm going to wait a little longer. I do have some sun damage on both oldest leaves, so I think I'm gonna leave it alone for a while and see what it does. But the leaves, the older leaves, are a little limp. You see that? So I know it's a little dehydrated. The newer ones are stiff and they're good. They look good. So I'm a little confused here on what's going on. If you do have any suggestions, do let me know, because I don't know what's going on with this one. All the signs indicate to it's doing great. Then again, I get the leaves, so I don't know. I'll actually pull some of the other ones out to show you how it's like root porn, you guys. They're doing good, but yeah. This one back here, I don't know if you can see that well. Anyways, I'm gonna do a repot video on this one, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But you guys, let's go take a look at the orchids outside and show you guys what's going on. You're gonna love it. I love it. Every time I walk in, I love my front garden. I love it. Take a look at that. I have some of my phals that are in bloom out here. I love it. It's so peaceful. Let me see if I can get a wider angle of my little area. So I have this tree, and you guys have seen it before, but I am loving the phals out here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the other orchids that are in logs and put them in the back along my trellis, and I'm just going to fill this tree with phals. And I love it because right now, you guys, I only have 3 phals out here and they're all in bloom. It's peaceful. It's peaceful. I like it. Let me show you guys. Take a look at that. The spike's actually pretty long. The plant is up here. And yeah, the spike itself is about 2 feet, closer to possibly 2.5, maybe 3. I don't know. I don't have a ruler to measure it. And the spike is still continuing to grow, you guys. But I love it. All my orchids out here are doing great. Let me show you guys. I'm going to bring them down one at a time and I'm going to show you. Look at this one. Look at these roots. This is a new growth. This is a new growth. This one here is the Brassivola little stars. And I think it's the best thing I could have done. And I said it once and I'm going to keep saying it again. Just seeing the difference from being mounted to when I had them potted is amazing. This one, you guys, the minute I received it, it started dying slowly. I mean, and now take a look at this. There are 2 new growths. There are roots. This one is the Memory Grant Etchler Lynette. And yeah, both of the new growths are doing good. Little water damage, I think, or sun damage, I'm not sure. But yeah, the roots are starting to grow all the way out here. Very excited. This one, you guys, is the Hawaiian Passion Carmilla. And let me show you guys. You see that there? You guys, you see that? This is insane. That little growth is putting out 2 new growths. I don't even see roots yet. And there are 2 new growths. That's how well this thing is doing. This one is a growth and it has roots. I can see them there. But yeah, I mean, it's probably the best thing I could have done for this plant. You see that? I'm loving it. Look at the size of this growth. It looks like it wasn't even affected by me taking it from the pot to repotting. The growth just looks just as big. This was in bloom last year, so I'm hoping to see hopefully bloom this year. It's the Sea Sierra Doll Little Rivers crossed with Potnera Winter Circle crossed with Potnera Royal Awada Purple Passion. Right? It's beautiful. It's beautiful, you guys. This one here is the Potnera Dick Smith Paradise. I sure hope I see blooms on this one, you guys. I'm looking forward to this one. The colors of it, I've seen it in pictures and they look amazing. Look, roots everywhere. And yeah, it's definitely getting large. This one, you guys, is my Oncidium Sherry Baby. Sweet Fragrance. And look at those roots. You see those roots there? They're thicker than the ones before. But look at the new growth. I sure hope I get a spike out of this one. It didn't bloom last year, but look at how big it's getting. I didn't think it was going to be that big, but look at the size of those bulbs. Yeah, looking forward to it. Alright, you guys, well, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns for me, do leave those in the comments below. I do appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I'd encourage you to please subscribe to my channel. It does help my channel out. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you. Bye.